Today we're going to be installing this light fixture with a little bit of a twist. The light that's there currently does not work. I'm not sure if it's a power issue or exactly what's going on. Once I get the light down, I'll get the multimeter on it and see, make sure we have power to it before we install this one and then have to go find a problem somewhere else. Irregardless, this fixture is going up. Let's get this installed. Hi everybody, I'm Jim Dirdorf and this is Detroit DIY. Let's take a look at what we got. This is the light fixture we're going to be taking off, and this is what I mean by with a twist. I have no idea why they put the junction box so high. If there is a junction box, this is just crazy. So I need to get that off there and see what's going on. I'm going to install a new box just right on the outside of the siding, probably right there, and then I will run some wire down to it. I've got some wire to run down to it. I've got everything I need, so, and that won't be permanent. I'm going to redo the siding on this, so when I do, I will fix that correctly. I'm using a new microphone. It's a wireless lavalier type microphone with noise canceling because the highway is right there. So vehicles are going by at 55, 60, 65, whatever. And hopefully I can get a much cleaner audio with these vehicles going by. Let's get this apart and see what's going on. There's just one screw right in the center here. We'll get this thing down. And of course the screw is about half stripped out. Hopefully it's got a straight blade. And it does. Well, it's a pretty cold morning here. Nice little frost. All right, we got it down, and holy cow, there is no junction box. Kind of what I was worried about. There is no junction box here. It is just a couple of wires sticking out of the siding. So, I'm going to need to go get a junction box. Before I go get a junction box, I've got my multimeter here, and I just want to check and see we currently have no power. Let me hit the switch. Yes, we do have power to these wires, so I need to go get a junction box real quick, and we'll get this tidied up a little bit. I've got a junction box, and I've got some really short screws, because I don't know how these wires are routed through here. The last thing I want to do is put a screw through it, because that would be nothing but a lot more work. Alright, I'm going to get one more screw in there that I dropped. Alright, I'm going to figure out where my next box needs to be, and then we'll get that light out here. I know this is not outdoor approved, nor is my other box, but for right now, it's going to be okay. This is just a short-term fixture. I did not want to spend all the money just to take something off and maybe it not be usable and throw it away. So we're going to be good with this. It's up underneath the eave, and most of the wind and rain comes from the other direction, so we should be good. I've got my light fixture here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to go right here, and we are. So that is where I'm going to put it. All right, I have got my next box, and I am going to go about right here. You know what? Maybe I'm going to get my wire ready first and run it between them so I don't have to fight it, because that's a pretty short distance. Let's get a measurement. I'm going to be using the flexible conduit for this, and that's why I think maybe it'd be wiser to get it cut the length first and then put this up with that already in it. So we're going to be looking at about 3 3/4 of an inch total length. I'll go 4, I'll cut it at 4, and then we'll go from there. I have my flexible conduit in. I put a little bit of electrical tape just to help seal out any of the elements that may get in through the top right there. I'm going to have to open this up to get that wire in. Love stinks. Yeah, yeah. Love stinks. All right, with that off, we can feed our wires in. Get this where I want it. Pop these screws in. Now we can get this back on. All right, I'm going to get those wires stripped and make my connections up there and get that top box closed up. So I'm going to be using wire strippers here. The wire strippers I'm using here can be picked up at any hardware store. I'll also put a link in the description for Amazon to get these. In fact, I'll link a couple different ones because I like these for crimping because it's out front, and I like the other ones for stripping because that part is out front. So typically I have 2 of these, but today I only have this one. There is no ground wire in here, which is unfortunate, but it's just not there. So what I'm going to do with the ground wire is just tie it into the box cover when I put the cover on. When you're using your wire nuts, just select the wire nut that's for the gauge and the wires that you're putting together. It'll tell you right on the package. And then you want to get a good twist. There's a lot of different opinions on how to install a wire nut. Install them per the instructions, and that will be code. All right, I'm going to get the cover on this one, then we'll get the light up. This is the mount for my light fixture. It's going to get attached to the box here with these existing screws. I've already put the screws in this for the fixture itself, and I don't tighten them up, but I run them in almost all the way so that when I put the cap nut on, they will back themselves up to where they need to be, or the correct length, because it's an acorn type cap nut. And we're just going to feed. And we're just going to feed our ground wires our hot and our neutral through the bottom. Now when we tighten this plate, we want to make sure that it's straight across this way, because that's what's going to hang our light straight. So we're just going to take the ground wire and we're just going to go ahead and attach it to the framework here. And we are now ready for our light fixture. We also have a ground wire on our light fixture. So what I want to do is loosen this back up a little bit and wrap that wire in there also. I'm going to be using the wire nuts supplied with the fixture. And of course, black to black, white to white. A little harder to get a twist with these because you just can't get a grip on them. But typically you want to get a good twist on the wire to make sure everything's nice and tight. Got the little cap nuts in my pocket here. Get one of them out. Try not to drop it. And we're going to need to tuck these wires back in out of the way. To give you plenty of room to do that. And then you want to make sure you feed your other wires in there as you put the cover over. And you can see how far those are sticking out. And that's okay, because all right, with those tightened up, we're ready for a light bulb and check it out. I have a general purpose 60 watt equivalent LED bulb that we're going to be putting in here. There we go. Let's hit the switch. Oh, there we go. One nice working outside light. One more thing to do, and that's just to put this bottom cover on. 3 clips and 3 thumb screws, and the light bulb protector is installed. This job is finished. That's a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed yourself, click on the playlist or the video that's going to pop up next to me. And remember to always respect the power of your power tools. We'll see you soon.